This is a Black Lagoon adventure called The Thanksgiving Day from the Black Lagoon by Mike Baylor. I think you're going to like this one. Illustrated by Jared Lee. Chapter 1. For the birds. It's November. There's a chill in the air. The frost is on the pumpkin and the pumpkin is in the pie. Our class is excited about vacation, but our teacher is excited about learning. I'm doing my laundry. We're going to go to Disney World. You can see this is Hubie. He's the main character. The square root of 9 is 3. Now, class, take out your history books. And so their teacher is Mrs. Green. You can see kids saying lots of things. Who knows what holiday is coming up? Asked Mrs. Green. Derek's hand shoots up. Fall, he shouts. Fall is a season, not a holiday. Oh, brother. Eric's hand shoots up. Football, he shouts. Football is a sport, not a holiday. Come on, people. Penny raises her hand and waits to be called on. Yes, Penny, says Mrs. Green. The holiday that is rapidly approaching is Thanksgiving. She smiles and puts her hand down. Sign of confidence. So she's apparently the smarty. Thanksgiving falls on the fourth Thursday of every November. I didn't know that. Nor I. That's right, Penny. And where was the first Thanksgiving? Asks Mrs. Green. Derek's hand shoots up. In Turkey, he shouts. You're a turkey, snickers Eric. It started in Greece. Yeah, both of them are wrong, right? It was a greasy turkey, retorts Derek. Now, boys, you're both wrong. Who knows the correct answer? Penny waves her hand in the air. Don't they ever study? Yes, Penny, says Mrs. Green. Thanksgiving is a uniquely American holiday that was first celebrated in New England in 1621. We're out of food. I'm going hunting. We need a day off. We need a holiday. This is actually not kind of how it went, but I knew that, says Derek. What are some things you enjoy about Thanksgiving? Asks Mrs. Green. Oh, we don't have to come to school, shouts out Eric without raising his hand. Good idea. We can bring the dessert. I make an excellent pumpkin pie. And actually, there was not pumpkin pie at the first Thanksgiving. Chapter 2, thanks a lot. Mrs. Green smiles. There are a lot of good things about Thanksgiving. We enjoy good food. The Thanksgiving Day Parade is a fun to watch. Remember, that's the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. You can watch on TV. That happens in New York City every single year. Tony Sarg, remember we learned about him? But most of all, it's a chance for us to give thanks for all the good things we have. Like football, says Eric. Well, football is certainly one of them, Mrs. Green laughs. Things we are thankful for. Family, friends, pets, food, home, good health, teachers, and, of course, snow days. Penny raises her hand. Yes, Penny. Could we have a Thanksgiving Day parade of our own? She asks. Oh, good idea, says Mrs. Green. With floats and costumes? Asks Penny. I'm on a float. How are you in the air? Well, that's a great idea, says Mrs. Green. Who knows how to make a float? Derek's hand shoots up. Yeah, it's easy, says Derek. You need 2 scoops of vanilla ice cream and 1 can of, root beer. Wrong kind of float, right? Like that's a root beer float, a drink. We're talking about a float that's in a parade. Hello, he was not listening. Chapter 3, floating along. When everybody stops laughing and Derek has left for the principal's office, we choose teams to make our floats. I choose Doris, says Penny. Of course, says Eric. And I choose Derek. Come in, Derek. I've been expecting you. Oh, great, principal. There's a nice size boar. Your wife had her heart set on turkey. So boar is a kind of animal. Looks like maybe that's what they were going to shoot on the first Thanksgiving. And actually, they didn't have turkey on the first Thanksgiving either. Well, that hurt. Randy chooses Freddie, and no one chooses me. So remember, this is Hubie. That's the speaker. Hubie, whose team would you like to be on? Asks Mrs. Green. I don't want to be on anybody's team, I answer. I'm a team of 1. I love rabbits too. Stay focused. Chapter 4, teaming up. I have an idea. That's pretty good. Brilliant. Super. That's wonderful. You're so clever. On the school bus home, each float team is busy making their float plans. And keep flashing back to Thanksgiving. That wasn't my stomach, nor mine, nor mine. Big bear behind him. We'll have a ballet dancer, says Doris, who loves to show off her tutu. Yeah, we'll make a giant football, says Eric and Derek. We'll make a big turkey, says Freddie and Randy. And what will you make? Everyone asks, looking at me. I'll make up my mind about what to make when I am good and ready, I say, looking out the window. Other float ideas. So you can see there's like the turkey, the teepee, looks like maybe the Mayflower, that's a cornucopia, which has like vegetables that come out of it. There's some pilgrims, and that's interesting, a big float of leftovers. Chapter 5, a guy's best friend. When I get home, I tell Mom the whole story. Can I be on your team? Yeah, why not? And Derek got sent to the principal's office. I know, his mother called me. Oh, that was funny. Can I have a cookie? What do you want your float to be? She asks. Easy, I answer. The easy way is not always the best way, she says. I'll be on your team, Hubie, and our float will win first prize. Great. Now I have a team that wants to overachieve. Apparently, Hubie does not like to work hard. Other bird options for Thanksgiving dinner. You could have an owl, swan, eagle, ostrich, flamingo, vulture, parrot, or penguin. Actually, I would not recommend probably eating any of those. Chapter 6, doing the can-can. We can make a float about saving the environment, says Mom. It can show the things we should recycle, like bottles, paper and cans. It sounds like a garbage truck to me, I say. Well, there's an idea, says Mom. We could make a big trash can. That's too messy. Let's just make a big soup can instead. We could, says Mom. We can, I say. And so we start on our float. We take 2 hula hoops and connect them with sticks. Then we wrap the sticks with butcher paper. It looks like a giant can. Now we need to paint it. Let's make it chicken soup, says Mom. Let's make a turkey noodle, I say, since it's Thanksgiving Day parade. Those are all their supplies. What transportation did the Pilgrims use to get to America? Do you know? Was it a bus, hot air balloon, horse, ship, airplane, train, or submarine? If you answered ship, you answered correctly. It was called the Mayflower. Chapter 7, the Paraders of the Lost Park. So that's what we do. We get paint and brushes. I paint one side of the can while Mom paints the other. Mom, I have the paint. Can you grab the brushes? You missed a spot. Oh, this is a great idea, Hubie. I'll get it. So they're making the turkey soup. On Wednesday morning, we put the can on my wagon and I pull it to school. Don't drop it, Mom. All the other teams are there with their floats. Doris stands in a wagon wearing her tutu while Penny pulls her around the playground. Freddie and Randy made a big turkey out of paper mache, but it looks more like the Loch Ness monster with feathers. Eric and Derek stand together in a giant Giants football jersey and hold a football. You look good. I know. Easy does it. My can wins hands down, or really hands up. Everyone votes for me except Eric and Derek. Eric and Derek only have one vote anyway, since they are standing in the same shirt. Mrs. Green pins a big blue ribbon on my can, and the parade goes on. Congratulations, Hubie. Good job. Dish out the soup. Thanks, Mrs. Green. Chapter 8, Plymouth Rocks. After the parade, Mrs. Beamster reads us a book about the first Thanksgiving. So remember, if you have read the picture books, Mrs. Beamster is the librarian. We learn how the Native Americans helped the new settlers to survive. The Native Americans taught the settlers how to plant corn and to hunt for wild turkeys so that they would have enough food for the winter. Where's the nearest grocery store? England. There were no supermarkets then, no markets at all. We really do have a lot to be thankful for. That afternoon, when Mom and I go shopping for a turkey, sweet potatoes, fresh cranberries, and apple cider, I give thanks in every aisle. No, Hubie, the turkey wasn't wild. It was raised on a turkey ranch. With cowboys on horses? No, probably not. So here we go. We see the history of Thanksgiving. Head west. The Pilgrims crossed the ocean on the Mayflower. They landed at Plymouth Rock and built small cabins within a fort. One day, the Native Americans stopped by to introduce themselves. They thought the Pilgrims were from Mars. And the Native American's name was Squanto. I don't know why the book hasn't said that. The Pilgrims were not good hunters, missed again, or farmers, and or fishermen either. The Native Americans saw this and decided to help and told them about the wild turkeys and how to grow corn. In the fall, the Pilgrims, thankful for their bountiful harvest, invited their new friends to a day of feast and fellowship. They called the celebration Thanksgiving. And really, at the first Thanksgiving, they did not have turkey. Chapter 9, let's talk turkey. I begin to feel sorry for the turkeys. They don't look forward to Thanksgiving the way we do. I wonder why. I wonder if they have calendars and cross off the days. I need to lose some weight, right? Of course, turkeys don't like Thanksgiving and they don't want to be eaten. That night, I have a nightmare. I dream that I am a turkey, and as the days grow shorter, so does my life. I hope everyone will become a vegetarian. If you're a vegetarian, you don't eat meat, so you're definitely not eating turkey on your Thanksgiving. Then all we turkeys are playing football. It is the turkey bowl. They throw me the ball, and I'm being chased by a giant can of turkey noodle soup. Luckily, I wake up before it tackles me. It's mine! Oh, he's a turkey playing football. That's weird. Boy, I think we do have a lot to be thankful for. Grrr. Block him! Run, Hubie! Chapter 10, The Right Stuff. On Thanksgiving Day, I eat a lot. In fact, I eat too much. I have too much turkey, too much stuffing, too many mashed potatoes, too many sweet potatoes, too many string beans, too many peas, and too many carrots. Then, when I can hardly move, I have dessert, pumpkin pie with peppermint ice cream. That's an interesting combination. And my friends would like 4 slices of pepperoni and sausage. Oh, look, the Pilgrims are at the pizza stand. Yeah, I don't think so. Pumpkin pie. No. After dinner, I am really thankful for Pepto-Bismol and the fact that Thanksgiving only comes once a year, right? A lot of people overeat on Thanksgiving. Pepto-Bismol is a type of medicine that helps your stomach to feel better. You're not wild. I'm not. I was raised on a turkey ranch. Did you wear a little saddle on your back? Oh my, no. Chapter 11, come right over for leftovers. Which brings us to leftovers. We have turkey sandwiches, turkey casserole, turkey soup, turkey burgers, turkey tacos, and turkey pizza. That is strange. I've never heard of that. Honey, I'm working late tonight, so fix yourself a turkey sandwich. There's also a lot of turkey salad and turkey pie, so make sure you eat that too. Not again. What a drag. So all the things are the leftovers in there. All that turkey. And you can kind of get sick of turkey. We eat turkey something almost every day into the new year. I don't want to look another turkey in the eye until next Thanksgiving rolls around. By then, almost everyone in America will be getting stuffed again, along with their turkeys. What holiday do we celebrate in November? Is it Christmas, 4th of July, Easter, Halloween, Thanksgiving, or Mike Thaler's birthday? If you answered Thanksgiving, you answered correctly because Thanksgiving is the day that we celebrate in November. Thanksgiving riddles. What holiday do vampires celebrate in November? Thanksgiving. What is a turkey's favorite holiday? The day after Thanksgiving, right? How do you eat turkey properly? You gobble it. What is the loudest part of the turkey? Bang, bang, the drumstick. Why don't turkeys eat anything at Thanksgiving? Because they're already stuffed. How do you know the Pilgrims were cool? Because Plymouth rocks. What was the name of the Pilgrim ship? Do you know? Was it Old Ironside, Independence, the Voyager, the Mayflower, the Queen Mary, the Titanic, or Red October? If you answered the Mayflower, you answered correctly. I'd like my feathers back, please. And looks like there's like lots of quizzes here at the end of the book. So if you enjoyed that, I do have other books in the Black Lagoon first chapter book series. And then, of course, there are lots of Black Lagoon picture books too.